Welcome back to Groundbreakers. I'm Joe Washington. If you've just tuned in, we're partway through the process of renovating this yard. The homeowners made the best of the original backyard by adding a pond and a few other touches. But poor drainage and a bad slope made the yard inconvenient. That's all about to change because work is about to begin on the new landscape. Workers begin the second week into the project by digging trenches, some for retaining wall construction and some for the new drainage system. The bulk of the digging is done by a motorized trencher, but some is also done the conventional way, with a shovel. When the trenches for the retaining walls are ready, a layer of gravel is spread on the bottom for more drainage help. Once the gravel is in place, the workers build the wall. The material they're using is a precast modular wall block system. The manufactured block has been tumbled to give it a rough-looking texture that resembles natural stone. The tongue and groove system requires no mortar, which helps construction go more quickly. The retaining walls are finished with a capstone. These stones require a tight, precise fit, so workers use a power saw on the job site to cut the stones. Workers also install a landscaping fabric under the capstones to filter out the soil, but allow the water to pass. The fabric and the capstones are secured with a special concrete adhesive. As the retaining walls grow, front-end loaders redistribute dirt and level it out to create the terraced areas, so grading will be ongoing during the renovation. As the areas are leveled out, workers use a power compactor to get out all the air pockets and prevent future settling. An extensive drainage system is also going in. It's a hidden system. The ground pipes are laid deep in the soil. 3 weeks into the project, more block arrives for the retaining walls. The workers are making good progress on wall construction, but they still have a way to go. The retaining wall adjacent to the area destined for the new patio is finished first. That way, fill dirt can be added and tamped, so workers can start installing the patio. Since part of the new patio area will be under the existing deck, a little preparation work is required before workers get too far into the patio construction process. The metal deck supports need to be moved for the new patio. First, workers use a jack to place temporary wood posts between the deck and the patio. Then, the metal supports are moved, new footers are poured, and the supports are replaced. Workers start on the patio by setting stakes and measurement guides that help keep all the pavers at the same height. They start with a 4-inch base of a gravel, sand, and stone aggregate, followed by a 1-inch layer of granite dust. Since a level layer of granite dust is critical for this installation, project manager David Morgan tells how they ensure they keep a 1-inch level across the area.
To ensure that we get 1 inch of this granite dust on top of our grade, which has been set and packed in with a vibrating plate tamper, we use a little small 1-inch OD piece of pipe. We lay 2 of them side by side. We pour the granite dust on top of it, and then we use a 2x4 or another type of straight edge to screed out exactly 1-inch depth of sand. That way we ensure a level coat, and we also follow the contours that we set for drainage.
Workers install the pavers into the granite dust, using a level every step of the way. These are called key-lock pavers because of their shape. They're a multi-concrete product with a built-in setback standoff. This allows the installer to come back later and fill the gaps with sand to lock them in. It is the end of the first month of construction, and workers are building a retaining wall in the backyard for another terraced area. The same stone and capstone is used throughout, and work on the extensive drainage system continues. More pipe in more trenches. Planting begins next. A truck delivers a soil additive that is blended with the dirt to increase the nutrients in the soil. Now workers install a variety of plants and shrubs, making sure they provide a good amount of water to get them started. The project is starting to wind down, and only a few details remain. The catch basins are installed at strategic areas. It starts to rain during one installation, good for the plantings, but it creates a short delay in the work schedule. Once the rain passes, a worker removes the blue tarp that kept pooling to a minimum. He still has to bail out some muddy water before he can continue. Since the homeowners can't count on natural irrigation, the crew comes in to install a more dependable system. Irrigation expert Brian Collier says it's an environmentally sound approach.
We had to design a water-conscious system that would comply with the state restrictions as well as deliver the adequate water required by the new landscaping. There's 3 key aspects to this system that are going to help us accomplish that goal. Number 1 would be drip irrigation. That's going to be concentrating on the shrubs The second aspect would be the low angle heads. They throw a low trajectory, which takes the wind out of play. The third key element to this entire job would be the controller. It's going to be capable of multiple programs, which we can then have the system cycle so that we don't put too much water down at one time.
The irrigation system also has a rain sensor. When it rains, the sensor disables the system to prevent unnecessary watering. When the sensor dries, the system resumes the original programming. In the front yard, workers are creating the dry creek bed. This part of the extensive drainage plan should catch the rainwater and send it to a drainage pipe before it has a chance to head down the slope to the backyard. Workers make it look as natural as possible, so it will lend some interest to that part of the yard. With the retaining walls complete and the 3 terraced areas in place, workers finish the job by laying a fresh carpet of sod throughout the new backyard. The problems with this yard have vanished, and the new improved landscape is just about ready to appear. When we return, we'll see some real renovation magic. If you don't want to miss it, don't go away.